Oh, good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday morning. Let's do some upside down sort of push-ups. Okay. Yeah, as an exercise. Ah. All right. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Maybe some stretching. Ah. Okay. One more time. Ah. Okay. All right. Let's take 5 minutes, please. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, okay. Whew. Ah. Yeah, good morning, everybody. Let me grab maybe some lemonade. Yeah. Well, happy Saturday morning. So last night I sent out emails to my friends of this 10-page paper, white paper, uh, kind of propaganda paper. That's what white paper means. I don't know why they named it that way. Okay, but it's not racist. Okay, white paper means kind of research paper to advocate for something. Uh, company business decision or to advocate for some kind of policy or agenda or next project, investment, option, or it may have to do with governmental policy too. Okay, so this paper I wrote 10 page long. It's a white paper, meaning it's not neutral, but it's so biased. It's I'm advocating for paper mind. That's the paper. So I got some feedbacks. Some people liked it, some people didn't, and it's published in an online database. But some friends of mine alerted me, "Hey, you cannot access this thing." I didn't know, okay, because I guess it depends on web browser. When I access that online database from laptop, I have no problem downloading it, but they don't require registration or anything. But if I try to download it in my cell phone, sometimes they require registration. All right, so which is free, by the way. Yeah, so I told my friends, hey, if you private message me with your email, then I can email you PDF copy via email. So yeah, so it's all taken care of. Yeah, because yeah, I emailed to my friends right away because I thought it was important. Okay, I think it's kind of important paper. Okay, we're talking about potentially $0.5 trillion, $500 billion. Okay, that's a lot of money. All right, in that Iliamna Lake around there, Pebble Mine. But I keep saying website. Okay, Pebble Mine site, proposed mining site. It's a lot. We're talking about a lot of money there. Okay, so and I think I can convince people of the resurrection of Pebble Mine, Neo Pebble Mine. Okay, yeah, that paper is not like yeah, there's some academic stuff there, but compared to other papers, it's fairly shallow. All right, it's I mean it has some good substance, but I mean I mentioned like some philosophers, right, like Friedrich Nietzsche, human all to human, right, and also you don't put all eggs in one basket. Do you know who said it originally? I was kind of surprised. Okay, yes, to me, writing is at the same time teaching and learning because I research. Yeah, don't put all the eggs in one basket. Do you know who said it first? Hint. Uh, I think it's like 1600s in Spain. A novelist, writer. Another hint. He wrote famous novel Don Quixote. Like the word quixotic came from that name, Don Quixote. Yeah, it's Cervantes, Miguel Cervantes. Uh, I think that's his first name, Miguel. Yeah, he's the first one who said it. And another maxim that I quoted was those who do not learn from history is bound to repeat it. Who said it first? Originally, uh, it's a philosopher whose name is not very well known, but I did mention him. He has Wikipedia, okay, webpage. I never heard of him. All right, it's not very well known philosopher. Back in 1800s, I think. Okay, so but he has his Wikipedia webpage article about him. So I did cite him. Okay, so yeah, he's not very well known. Okay, so yeah, but of course it was re-cited, cited again, quoted by more well-known figure like during the World War II. What's his name? I think he was British philosopher actually. Okay, so he was quoted by more famous person. What's his name? The prime minister back then during World War II, Winston Churchill. Okay, okay, he quoted that philosopher. Let's take 5 minutes break. I grab my cell phone and I look him up. I mean, I look at my paper and look at the citation. Okay, so yeah. Okay, okay. We'll take 5 minutes, please. Hmm. All right. Well, maybe you know him. Okay, I didn't. Uh, Okay, yeah, I got his name. I think his name is George Santayana. Uh, he's like Spanish American. Uh, he was back in 1800s and 1900s. He lived very long time, about like 90 years old. Uh, he was a professor in Harvard. Okay, so Professor Santayana, George Santayana, Spanish American. Okay, pragmatism, naturalism. Yeah, okay. Spanish American philosopher, professor of Harvard. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think this paper was very easy to read, and it's about Alaskan history and stuff. Very fairly compared to other papers, easy to read, easily understandable kind of paper. So okay, yeah, there was that. Population dynamics, huh? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll talk about that because, well, before that, yeah, yesterday I watched this movie, Die Hard one, first one, Bruce Willis. And very interestingly, I noticed some other actors and actresses. Okay, the journalist. Some spoiler alert. Okay, journalist. The actor who played journalist in Die Hard One. That gentleman is kind of red hair, Caucasian gentleman, good actor, very good actor. He also was in Ghostbuster movie. Uh, what was his role? EPA, Environmental Protection Agency agent. Okay, his performance was outstanding in both movies. Great actor. So spoiler alert. Okay, so this EPA agent. Okay, he came to inspect Ghostbusters building, right? Because they come. It's a jailhouse for ghosts downstairs, right? Ghostbuster building, and so EPA agent came and tried to inspect that place and for environmental hazard. And Dr. Bankman, what's his name? Bill Murray, okay. He said, "Oh, hey, my name is Dr. Bankman." And this EPA agent says sarcastically, "What are you a doctor of?" Oh my goodness, that was so hilarious. And Dr. Bankman said, "Oh, yeah, parapsychology, something like that." Okay, so that was so funny. And also in the Die Hard one, there was this police officer, captain, I think, or lieutenant. He's the guy who played teacher in Breakfast Club. Okay, yeah, yeah, famous actors, and also in Die Hard one, the rotund gentleman, African American gentleman who played this LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department, uh, great actor, and he also appeared briefly in Ghostbusters movie. I think he was a taxi cab driver. I think. Okay, and he also appeared, the African American actor gentleman. He also appeared in Crocodile Dundee as a limousine driver. Okay, yeah, he's a great actor. And who else? But Die Hard one, too much violence. I don't like that part, so I had to stop watching it. Too much violence. Okay, so but it's a good movie, I think. But again, too much violence, so I don't like that part. Um, Okay, I guess with some population dynamics. Okay. Well, some overview, broad overview. Okay. After this, we break it down into smaller chunks, like divide and conquer. Okay. Yeah, we'll simplify this to make one little baby step at a time. Okay. So, but as an overview, traditional population model is sigmoid function, right? Increase and hit the cap, environmental capacity limitation, and it slows down, right? You like this S curve, sigmoid logistics of function, okay? But that model is incorrect, all right? I mean, it's a good model, but it's not a complete model, in my opinion, okay? Why? So it's about bacterial growth. Bacteria, they don't know the environmental limitation. So it's not like bacteria have some eyes and see the ceiling and then slow down so that it doesn't hit the ceiling. That's not how it is. Bacteria, they outgrow the environmental limitation, availability of food. And after they outgrow, and they start to die, some of them. Why? Because they die of starvation. But they hit the ceiling and outgrow it, and then they go down. They die of starvation. Okay, they overproduce their babies, and some of them die of starvation. Okay, so it surpasses the ceiling, the availability of food, maximum food capacity. Okay, and then they start to go down. So it's not like bacteria predict the ceiling, hitting the ceiling and slow down as if it has eyes and know the food availability. That's not how it works. Okay, it exceed first and then go down. Okay, yeah. So and the ceiling itself, environmental capacity, they go up and down. There's some good years, bad years, right? Back in the days, uh, famine typically happened when it's too cold. So that's one of the reasons why global warming is not necessarily a bad thing. Okay. When it's warm, typically plants do better. I mean, unless it's too hot, of course, right? Historically, famine happened when it's too cold. Okay, it's biology science. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis increases when it's warmer, when there are more water, when there are even more carbon dioxide. When it's warmer, when there are more carbon dioxide around, then photosynthesis level increases. So global warming, a lot of carbon dioxide hanging around. That's good for plants actually. Plants photosynthesis productivity actually increases. All right. So all these climate change alarmists, they don't know what they're talking about. They don't understand science. All right. So yeah, we tend to overestimate ourselves and underestimate others. Yeah, kind of like internalizing positive copium and externalizing negative copium, like negative copium housing. In positive copium internalizing it. Yeah, it's that. Okay, so some notes. Okay, now when the maximum environmental capacity, the availability of food, if it's fixed, then populations still go up and down. Okay, even if there are a lot of food, there could be some war, political struggle, political war, religious war. Even when there are a lot of food, people can still die from crimes, wars. Although there are a lot of food, some political, religious reasons, yeah, they fight each other. People die from that. Okay, yeah, or there could be some diseases, pandemics. Although there are a lot of food, yeah, pandemic happens, so population can still go down. Okay. Or yeah, there could be some diseases or mutation, some positive or negative mutations. Okay, so yeah. Now, environmental capacity, it can go up and down too. Yeah, good or bad year. Also, plants, they can mutate too, or diseases. Plant pathology, the diseases that infect plants. So plant production, food production can go up and down too. Yeah, so it's next generation's number of people is minimum of capacity and the number of previous generation, roughly, conceptually speaking. Okay, yeah, yeah, it's minimum of these two. Okay, two lines. So that's broad overview of population dynamics. Okay, so yeah. Oh boy. Let's take 5 minutes break, okay? And then we'll grab another whiteboard. And now that we are done with the economics paper, yeah, we can erase all those economics whiteboards, all right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Ah. So like the this 10-page paper, neo Pebble Mine project. Yeah, it's relatively easy to understand compared to other papers that we wrote, like economics paper, physics paper, metaphysics paper, right? Yeah, it's kind of propaganda paper, so dealing with contemporary subject matter, right? Yeah, it's relatively easy to understand, and I wrote in just one day. Okay, so yeah, I think it took me about 5 hours, just 10 pages, right? So I'm happy about the result, and yeah. Okay, so the number of bacteria at time t is equal to initial population times branching factor and t over p. P means period. Okay, bacteria they double when food there's enough food. Ideal condition they double every 20 minutes. Okay, so if time unit is minutes, then p will be just 20. 40 minutes. Yeah, 40 minutes divided by 20 minutes, too. Okay, so they double and then double again. Okay, yeah. Binary fission. B is branching factor. Okay, is it binary fission or triple fission? That kind of stuff. Okay, this is when there's no environmental limitation. Okay, uh, what if there's environmental limitation? We call it L for limit. Okay, then NT is minimum of limit and N0B. Well, T over P, we'll just call it um, G for generation, okay? Or whatever. Yeah, that's basically it. So is it worthwhile to write all down as a paper? I don't think so. Okay, it's just too simple. Uh, so I think the next paper I'm gonna write is the probability theory in court. Okay, because that one has not been finished yet. I still have to work it out, the details. Yeah. I don't think there's anything more than this in population dynamics. Just interesting differential equations. Yeah. I think this was pretty much it. I mean, is there anything more to say about this? I don't think so. Yeah. Well, yeah. Let me transfer this over to the other whiteboard so that I can erase this thing. Okay, so. Okay, we can safely erase this. I wrote it down. So probability theory core. Okay, we talked about correlation coefficient. All right, kind of normalized. What is it? Well, let's say there's this one lonely island full of Asians. Okay, like Hawaii initially. Okay, they came from Guam somewhere, I think, which is like Southeast Asia, right? Pacific Islanders. Yeah, they're from Asia mostly. Okay, so uh, yeah, there's some Arabic influence too, but they're mostly Asians. Okay, so let's say an island full of Asians. Okay, and they have three kinds of cars. Okay? Let's say black car, white car, and yellow car. Okay. I mean, if you want to be more colorful, they say yellow car, orange car. I mean, red car and blue car. About that, or to be more ethnically neutral, how about green car, blue car, red car? Okay, so blue, red, and green car. Okay, well, RGB, red, green, and blue. Okay. Uh, if one third of Asians, let's say this a car, I mean this even distribution. Okay, one third of Asians in this island have red card and green card and blue card. Then there's even distribution. That means there's no correlation between cars, and they're all Asians. Okay, so that's the point of zero frame of reference. Okay, so correlation coefficient will give us zero in this situation. Okay, with even distribution. So that's the zero for correlation coefficient. Okay, and let me grab some juice because I'm kind of getting hungry. Uh, uh, but if there's we'll introduce some perturbation to break the even ground. Okay. If 100% of Asians in this lonely island, they all own red cars, right? Then there will be the maximum correlation between Asians and red car. So it will give us one, according to our formula, okay? And Asians and green car, there will be negative correlation, and it will give us minus one. Okay? And we came up with a formula. It's back there. So I'm going to copy it down, okay? It's a little bit involved, actually. Okay. It's Boolean hybrid, okay, so also known as Iverson bracket. Okay, so X, what is X? X is percentage, right? For example, in this neutral situation, what's the correlation of Asians having red car? Okay, what is N? This number of car categories, car colors. Okay. uh, yeah, I'm not advertising these drinks. It's Korean drink, aloe. Product placement, but I'm not being paid for them by them. Okay, so just I'm a huge fan of this drink. Okay, so. Oh boy. I mean, if this humanology become famous ever in the future, I may make some money. Product placement, sure. Only if I genuinely like that product. Okay, so most likely I'm not going to. Okay, yeah, make enough money. I'm not greedy. Okay, so number of car colors. Okay, there are three of them, right? So if this is 1/3, 33%. Okay, so this will become zero. Okay, and here, yeah, zero here. So coefficient correlation coefficient will be zero, which is what we want. Okay, when it's 100%, then this one will be zero. Why? Because 1/3 is at 33%, right? Yeah, this will be false. So Boolean hybrid term, Boolean term. Okay, so it will be zero. Go upstairs. 100% minus 33%, about like 67%. Okay. Now this n is three, right? 3/2. Okay, so 100%, 1 minus 1/3 multiplied by 3/2, 1. Okay, which is what we want. How about zero? Yeah, this one disappears, Boolean term. Okay, uh, what is x? X is the percentage of car that Asians buy. If it's green car, 0%. Okay, so zero. Zero minus 1/3 times three minus one, which is what we want. Okay. Yeah, it's about scaling. Scaling. Okay, so that's how we discovered this formula. I have never seen any formula like this. You know, right? And I think this is correct way to think about it. Okay, negative correlation, positive correlation, anywhere in between -1 and +1. Correlation zero, that means even distribution. Okay, it's a simple concept. It's just algebra, right? Yeah, arithmetic, right? But I have never seen this kind of formula before. Maybe I can start to recall a little bit. Okay, so we found this formula right here in human rights series about 2 months ago. Let's take 5 minutes break, okay? And then we'll review. We'll grab the whiteboard over there that I was cheating with, and then review the concept, okay? After that, what's our next step? We'll introduce another race. We're just dealing with Asians here. Asians with 3 different kind of colors: red, green, and blue RGB. Okay, but if we throw in some different ethnicity in this lonely island, let's say uh, Hispanic people. Okay, let's say half of some immigration from Hispanic countries, which is they're great. Hispanic people, they're fantastic. Okay, so there's some immigration from Hispanic countries. So let's say half of island people are Asians and the other half Hispanics. Okay, and then we'll talk about correlativity quotient. Okay, we have 2 different races now. There we are next step. So, it's very interesting, right? It's about correlation, correlativity, which is 2 different things. Okay? But before you go there, you will just review this concept, coefficient, which is simpler than correlativity. Okay, so okay, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay, intriguing, right? Yeah, we'll do this as next paper. It'll be very interesting. Right? I'm looking forward to it. Okay. 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 Let's take a break from mathematics, shall we? Let's talk about some politics. Let me get some Toms because I'm going to start drinking. I'm kind of monitoring this Mrs. Commissioner, my political opponent, her campaign. She's running very good campaign, I think. Okay? Very interesting candidate. I'm very glad she's running. Very interesting character. And so in the Valley, I think nowadays she's campaigning in the Valley. She used to campaign in the Kenai Peninsula. Okay. Yeah. Well, welcome to the Valley. Sure. Never met. Okay. And yeah. So in the local newspaper in the Valley, okay, this April edition, uh, she wrote her campaign announcement in that paper, okay, and so did I. So in the same paper, she and I both wrote articles basically announcing our candidacy. Okay, so very interesting. I'm not sure if she is aware of me, my existence. Actually, by now she might, because she and I both wrote in the same paper announcing candidacy in the same U.S. Senate race for year 2022 from Alaska. Okay. Well, my position is this, okay. I may not be from Alaska, but I'm of the Alaska, by the Alaska, for the Alaska. Kind of Gettysburg, Lincoln imitation. Okay, so but yeah, I read her articles. She pretty much say the same thing. Okay, kind of copy and paste. I guess she's busy. My reaction: busy with what? I mean, she quit her job to run full-time campaigning. I guess maybe she's talking to people, listening to them, which is great. Yeah, that's what candidates should do. I used to do that last year, but nowadays, not really. Why? I'm just busy writing academic articles and stuff. And what I realized last year is this, okay? I campaigned very hard, and I think it did make difference. Okay, I got 2% of votes last year. I was very last place. Other candidates, there were like 7, 8 of us. Okay, and they got more votes than I did. Why? Because they lived here in Alaska longer than I did, and they know many people. Okay, so then I realized maybe me working so hard like this, maybe it's not quite working. So this year, next year, it will be more passive campaigning. Okay, I didn't scale down. I scaled up. Last year it was this district in the valley as state representative. I mean, state senator. Okay, but this year, next year it will be statewide. Okay. So Mrs. Commissioner, yeah, she travel here and there to meet people. Okay, which is great. Yeah. Me, I won't. I got no money or time for that. Okay, so because it's statewide, I mean, a candidate cannot meet everybody, right? If it's a local election, yeah, they can have some coverage, door to door knocking. Okay, that's what other candidates did. Okay, yeah, you can meet at least so-called super voters. Yeah, there's some apps for that because voter registration, that's public knowledge, public information. Okay, public record. Okay, and but she and I, competitor competing in this race, is because statewide we cannot meet everybody, right? So yeah, she like travel here and there. I don't think it will make that much difference because we cannot meet everybody anyway. Alaska is big. How many people in Alaska? What 700,000? Okay, so yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, I mean, I think she's a decent writer, okay, and decent speaker. But she says the same thing in every interview, and she writes pretty much the same thing in every news articles. It's like copy and paste. Okay, I'm not like that. Uh, when it comes to interviews, I'm different every time because I'm more impromptu kind of guy. Because I perform a background actor. Okay, yeah, improvisation training I had it, so I know how to improvise. Right? When it comes to writing to art newspapers, it's different every time. Why? Otherwise, I get bored. I want to have fun writing. Okay, so every time I write to newspapers, it's always different. So her campaign is more scripted. It's kind of boring. Okay, it's repetitious. All right, so but I'm not like that. Okay, I don't. Well, first of all, I don't like memorizing. Well, years in history, like Alaska became state in year 1959, 1959. Okay, and America purchased Alaska from Russia for $2 million back in 1867. I like memorizing years, okay, but when it comes to scripted thing, I don't do that. Okay, I want to have fun. Different each time. Okay. All right, we'll take 5 minutes break. Okay, and then we'll talk about this scaling problem. Okay. Yeah, it was not easy for me, but we got it down, right? And we found this formula. Okay. I've never seen formula like this. Okay. Well, first of all, is Iverson bracket, Boolean hybrid. Okay, Boolean term, which is not mainstream. It's known. It's becoming more and more known. Okay. Uh, but not very mainstream yet. Okay. All right, we take 5 minutes, please. Okay. Well, the morning is breaking, so mathematics. Yeah, we did this before, right? Yeah, we review the concept later. I like to sing. Yeah, sorry. So Mrs. Commissioner, she said in the in some article that she can speak in tongues. She's Pentecostal Christian. She's great. Okay. Have I ever spoken in tongue? I think so. When I was a teenager, uh, I was praying, right? And some people around me said I was speaking in tongue. Okay. So, so Pentecostal, they are very originalist. They are very loyal to the dots, words, letters of the original Bible, New Testament, speaking in tongues. Yeah, the book of Acts, right? Yeah, they spoke in tongues. But in humanological interpretation of that speaking in tongue, we are just speaking mathematical language, langua, tongue. Okay, yeah, that's our interpretation. Okay, I mean my personal interpretation. Hmm? Yeah, mathematical language, we're speaking in tongues. Okay. Anyways, I like to sing Venga Boys. I think they're like Netherlands, Dutch. I think that's what I recall. Uh, let's look them up. Eurodance. I'm a huge fan of Eurodance. What country? Dutch. Yes, yes. Rotterdam. Netherlands. Okay. I sang this song about a month ago in a karaoke bar, and the Mr. Six style dancing. I did song with that too. Okay. Yay! I got something to tell ya. I got news for you. Gonna put some wheels in motion. Get ready, cause we're coming through. Hey now, hear what I say now. Happiness is just around the corner. Hey now, hear what I say now. We'll be there for you. The Venga boat is coming and everybody's jumping. From Fairbanks to Homo, from what? Matsu to Palmo. Uninter. Yeah, I modified the lyrics a little bit. The wheels of steel are turning, the traffic lights are burning. So if you like to party, get on and move your body. Very charming, very good rhyming, right? I love this song. Okay. Yeah, yeah, Dutch. Yeah, Netherlands. I've been there. Amsterdam once. Okay. They speak English. I don't know why. I mean, Dutch language. Uh, I do not know Dutch. Is Other to me, it was too difficult to learn. Okay, so I tried to learn once. All right, Dutch. I guess it's kind of similar to German. Okay, like Deutsch, Dutch. I guess they're related, linguistically speaking. But but they speak English. I don't know why. Dutch people, they every single one of them spoke English. People I met there, Netherlands. Okay, maybe because Amsterdam is such a huge tourist popular destination. Maybe that's why they speak English. I don't know. And when they spoke English, they had no accent. I have heavy accent. Okay, they spoke such fluent English. Okay, Amsterdam. Okay, Dutch people, great people by the way. Okay, yeah. Okay. Do we really want to do this? I don't think so. I'm not in the mood of doing any more mathematics. I think we did enough mathematics for today. I mean, this episode, okay? It is scaling factor, right? Scaling, okay? From here to here is like 1 minus 1 over n, which is n minus 1 over n, okay? From here to there is x minus 1 over n, okay? From here to there is x, well, n minus 1 minus x, okay? From here to there is 1 over n. Uh, but here we want to make this one negative, right? So we multiply by minus 1 and 1 over n, we flip it, inverse it, so times n as a scaling factor, okay? And n minus 1 over n, we flip it, inverse it, okay? That's a scaling factor. And we want this to be positive, so we just multiply that. Yeah, so that's the basic idea, okay? So am I speaking in tongue? Yeah, mathematical tongue, lengua in Spanish means tongue. Language, okay? Yeah, we're talking about mathematical language. Okay. We take 5 minutes break and I put this closer to you so that you can see all the gibberish I'm talking, speaking in tongue. I respect Pentecostalism, by the way. Okay, they were cool. Or Christianity. Okay, so we take 5 minutes break. Okay, so and we'll do something else. Okay, maybe we'll just sing. Oh, happens sometimes. I quote it. Welcome to humanology. Anything goes. Anything good. Right? Where's the eraser go? I don't know. We'll take 5 minutes. Okay. Where's the eraser? Okay. There we go. All right. Yeah, we can put this behind us. I think enough mathematics for Saturday morning, right? Yeah. Some other Eurodance music. There's this band from Italy, and also there's. I've been to Italy, right? Give me 1 second, please. Yeah, some social messaging. Uh, it was like I'm blue. Eiffel 65. I really like this song. Okay, it goes like this. Okay. I'm blue, da 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 da. I'm blue, da 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 da. Oh, it's great. Techno music, right? Eurodance. Huge fan. Amazing. Okay, the Italian band, good English, no accent. I've been to Italy once. They spoke English, okay? I went to this Italian pizza parlor in Italy, and guess what? It was healthy kind of pizza, okay? I'm not sure if they even used cheese there. It was healthy pizza, okay? So it was good. Original Italian pizza, right? In Italy. Yeah. What town have I been to in Italy? I think like Geneva, Genoa, right? Very historic town. I have not been to Rome though. Okay. Yeah, I've been to many countries in Europe. They all spoke English. Yeah. So I have no problem communicating with them, okay? So I Italian, I know just a little bit, like grazie, signore. French, I know some more, okay? Yeah, merci, merci beaucoup. Monsieur, madame, mademoiselle, je m'appelle Lee. Yeah, I'm called Lee. My name's Lee, okay, whatever. Spanish, yeah, I know some more, okay? Like, uh, how do you say in Spanish, like, my name is? I have to look it up. It's been such a long time. By the way, I love this song. When I take my time, what song? It's been such a long time. I think it's an American rock band. Foreplay, Boston. Yeah. Da 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 da. I like the intro. Very mysterious, very quiet. Ah, I love this song. Okay, Foreplay by Boston. Great song. I love the intro part. Magical. Anyway, how do you say my name is Spanish in Spanish? Me amo Lee. Yeah, yeah. I'm called Lee. Okay. Me amo Lee. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah. So Latin America camel, llama, right? Oh, what a beautiful animal, right? Yeah. The cameloid, they're related with camel, right? Beautiful animal, right? Yeah. The different subspecies of that llama in Latin America, right? Yeah. I'm just chilling. Okay. Hey, we worked a lot, right? Writing these papers, that paper, okay, and advertising it, sharing. Oh boy. I think we earned our break time here. I mean, I work as a lawyer, which is like any other job, right? Like good time, bad time, right? Feast and famine, feast or famine. Sometimes busy, sometimes not, right? It's just like any other jobs. Yeah, and on top of that, I'm running for United States Senate. Passive campaign though, but still. And doing this humanology series, which I really enjoy. Okay, and paper writing. So I keep myself pretty occupied. Okay, so yeah, life is good. Yeah. This week I did not go to gym. Okay, because I had this flu shot, so it was intramuscular injection. So my arm muscle, left arm muscle is healing still. So yeah, that's why I didn't go to gym. Okay, but I ran. I went to parks and ran. I purchased this like I think it's like $25 parking permit for Alaska State Parks. Yeah, sticker on the windshield, lower left corner, right? Yeah, I purchased that for the very first time because there are some free parks, all right, which is great. Kind of municipal city level parks. They're free, okay, and there are a lot of people there, which is great. But I'm a runner, so to run, I need a bigger space. And state parks because they are not free. Okay. Yes, I purchased the year annual permit. I think it was like $100 or $50, something like that. Okay. So I went to some state parks, which is not too far away from here, and there are many. Okay. And they're big. And because it's not free, there are less people, and I can run there. Okay. That's why I purchased this permit. Okay. In the gym, yeah, I do run, but running meal, which is great. But I prefer running outside, breathing in fresh Alaskan oxygen. Okay. Hmm. Yeah. But didn't I do upside down push-ups this morning? So I guess I can go back to the gym. Okay, I guess I didn't quite realize that I guess it's fully healed, huh? COVID-19 shot. Okay, maybe I go to the gym next week. Okay, yeah. Some other very charming Euro dance song, dance tune. That's like I think these people are German band. Okay. Uh, their group name is ATC. I remember that. Around the world. It's not the fact is Daft Punk around the world. Daft Punk, I think they're European too. Okay. Let me look them up. What country are they from? Daft Punk. French. Yeah, they're techno house music. Okay, they're French. Okay. Yeah, around the world they did that. But what I'm gonna sing you is German band ATC. Uh, their version of Around the World. Okay. The kisses of the sun was sweet, and I didn't blink. I let it in my eyes, like an exotic dream. The radio playing songs that I never heard. I don't know what to say. Oh, not another word. Just la 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 la. It goes around the world, la 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 la. It goes la 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 la. Yeah, beautiful song. Around, 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 around. Very charming. Yeah, I saw the music video. So when you watch music videos of some foreign countries, it's like sometimes very odd, foreign, strange, very different, right? Yeah, different. I'm a huge fan of India, South Asia, India, Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, right? Yeah, and I watched some because I'm a huge fan of Indian restaurant like curry, right? Red curry, green curry, yellow curry, right? I'm a huge fan of Indian cuisine, so I've been to some Indian restaurants and they play Indian music video. South Asia, okay? Yeah, the India of Mahatma Gandhi, Nehru, Indira Gandhi, okay, so Buddha, right? Yeah, the Bollywood, right? Yeah, Indian music video. It's very different. So I guess that's one of the draw of why K-pop is so popular nowadays. When you watch Korean music video, right? Kind of strange and odd, different. Korean language, very different, right? But one objection I have about today's contemporary K-pop, it's too. Well, I can say this because I'm Korean American. Okay, yeah, my Korean blood brothers and sisters. Okay, so my objection, criticism about contemporary K-pop culture is that it's too commercial. It was not like that back in the days, 1980s, 1990s. Okay, But today's K-pop is more like artificial manufactured factory products to molded to monotonous, pretty much the same. Alright, and K-pop female bands, yeah, I get it. They're beautiful ladies, Korean ladies. They're beautiful. I get it, but uh, too much body exposure. All right. How are some long skirts? Right. Yeah, they have beautiful figure. I get it. Okay, but uh, how about some longer skirts? Okay, as opposed to short pants. Okay, so yeah, they are too much body exposure, and that's is too okay. So they were my critic or contemporary K-pop culture. Okay, longer skirts. Okay, that would be my recommendation. Okay, so longer skirts. All right, they're beautiful. Yeah, the beautiful figure. I get it. Longer skirts. Oh, that would be my recommendation. Okay, so we'll take 5 minutes. Okay, so yeah. I mean, I'm a guy. I'm wearing short pants. Sorry about my apologies about body exposure, but whatever. It'll take 5 minutes, okay? So yeah. All right. I'm gonna listen to this ATC music in my cigarette break. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, I think after this episode, I'm gonna have some dancing and karaoke session Saturday morning, watching Google YouTube music videos, Eurodance, ATC or Touch of Class. Yeah, look them up. Okay. It's about yeah. I read the lyrics. It's about they heard some song in the radio. They didn't quite understand what they're saying, but yeah, la 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 la. Okay, okay. So politics. Okay, yeah, Mrs. Commissioner. Okay, she's gonna give a speech next month, right? I was invited because I have many political friends. Okay, kind and generous political friends of mine. I was invited, but yeah, I told them, yeah, I will think about it. And then I emailed them again. Yeah, you know what? I recuse myself because conflict of interest. Because I'm a political opponent. So as an audience, yeah, I don't want to be a distraction, background noise. I don't want that, okay? Because some political friends of mine do not want me to run, okay? Why? Because I used to be Republican, now I'm independent, so I'm running against their favorite Republican Party candidate. Okay, so they don't want me to steal her votes. So, which is understandable. Okay, yeah, but so yeah, I don't want to make any background noise there. So, but I propose to them alternative. Yeah, so I'm not gonna participate this speech event. Yeah, thank you for the invitation, but I have to recuse myself. No distraction. I don't want to cause any distraction. It's her event. She's the star in this event as a speaker. So I don't want to be a heckler. I don't want to cause any unnecessary distraction, commotion, and background noise. So I think it's better for everybody that I recuse myself and not attend the event. But if you would like to hold a debate and invite me as a participant of this candidate debate event, oh, I'll be more than willing to attend as a candidate, not as an audience, but as a candidate debate. Yeah, then I'll be more than willing to attend. Okay, so, but I'm not in the same league. She's way up there. Okay, Mrs. Commissioner. Okay, I'm way down here. So most likely I won't be invited to any debates. It will be more like Mrs. Commissioner and Senator Lisa Murkowski and Dr. I. Gross. I don't have such title, okay? I'm just Hunty Lee, okay? I'm just, if people are kind and generous, yeah, Mr. Lee, that's all I am. So I don't have fancy job title like they do. Commissioner, doctor, senator. I'm not that. I'm just a humble, yeah, personal injury lawyer, obscure town in Alaska. Yeah, I think that's why I can represent people very well. Okay, because I'm one of them. 99% of people. Yeah. I'm not anti-elitist. Elites, they have their function. Okay. Yeah, we need them. Okay. Yeah, the top 1% elites, we need them. The great academics, professors, CEOs, chief executive officers, or CTO, chief technological officer, and CFO, chief financial officer. They work like what 80 hours a week. We need them, okay? They have their roles in society. Okay, so I'm not anti-elitist, but when it comes to representative government in democracy, okay, yeah, elitism and politics. Do they mix in democracy? I guess sometimes, like FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, he went to Harvard, okay. JFK, John Fitzgerald Kennedy, he went to Harvard too. And I think they did very well, okay. FDR, JFK. JFK, very charming, but I think he did very well. Yeah. I think he's a very good leader. Yeah. Do not ask what government can do for you. Ask what you can do for government, okay. I think he's a very strong leader, JFK, okay. Yeah, yeah, he made some extramarital affairs, okay. Yeah, I don't like that part, but I think overall JFK was a very good president. Also very handsome man too, very charming. Okay, I mean man on the moon. It happened during JFK, right? Man on the moon. Okay, yeah, yeah. I think he did very well. JFK. I think so. Cuban crisis with Russia. I think he handled very well there too. Okay, yeah, yeah. JFK. I think he was very good president. Mhm. So in the economics paper, the final section, yeah, I talked about philosopher kings like James Madison, right? Thomas Jefferson, philosopher king, very philosophical, highly academic. Yeah, you have Jefferson, Thomas Jefferson. He wrote Jefferson Bible. Okay, kind of deist. He rejected Book of Revelation and miracles of Jesus, but some good lessons, moral, ethical lessons in Bible, kind of a private censorship a little bit. Okay, yeah, Jefferson Bible. Okay, he's a very well read, well educated man. Thomas Jefferson. Okay, James Madison. He mostly single handedly wrote U.S. Constitution. Okay, James Madison. Yeah, philosopher king, philosophical president. American history have some precedents of that. It can happen again. Okay? Yeah, I'm gonna run for United States president year 2024. Okay. I also mentioned, yeah, Mr. Sejong great king of Joseon dynasty in Korea. Okay. Philosopher king, science king, scientific king. Okay. Also, yeah, Solomon. Yeah, philosophy king, science king. Okay. The vision of Plato, king being a philosopher. It happened before Plato's days and after Plato's days in Asia, Israel, America. Okay, it did happen. Okay, we can do it again. Yeah, run for president yourself. Okay, I'm running too. Okay, maybe you and I will compete for U.S. presidency one day. Okay, philosophy king, science king. Okay, yeah, a president who understands philosophy and science and history. Okay, this Plato's vision in the book of what Republic. I don't know. I have never read. I read some bits and parts of Symposium. Okay, couple of pages, not cover to cover. Okay. Yeah, Plato, Greek philosopher. He envisioned king being a philosopher too. Okay, yeah, that would be ideal, right? And it did happen. James Madison, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln. Yeah, he's a good student, learner. Okay, yeah. And in Korea, you have Sejong, King Sejong, all right. Israel, you have King Solomon, all right. So it happened, right? Yeah. Hmm. Emperor Cyrus. He was kind of philosophy king too. Yeah, he was ethical, moralistic. Emperor Cyrus of Persian Empire. Okay, like 500 BC, something like that. Okay. Yeah, he was respectful to the Aboriginal people, the country that he conquered. He respected Aboriginal culture of Afghanistan, India, Greece. Right. He didn't quite go after Egypt though, perhaps out of respect. But his son, his descendant, later came. Yeah, they did conquer Egypt too. Okay. I'm a huge fan of Egyptian literature, religion, mythology. Okay, but many times they are misunderstood. Okay, like Ghostbusters movie. Yeah, Ghostbusters movie. They have this pyramid, Egyptian pyramid, and they say this Sumerian or Assyrian or Babylonian ancient religion. They portray this Middle Eastern religion as something very evil. It's misunderstanding. Okay, I mean the young Sherlock Holmes movie. Okay, again they portrayed Egyptian ancient religion as something negative. I voice my objection to that because Egyptian religion, okay, it that's happened like 2,000 years, 3,000 years BC, and Moses like 1500 BC. Okay, yeah, so Judaism is, in my opinion, heavily influenced and based upon Egyptian religion. Okay, Bible, Judaism, heavy influence, Egyptian influence. Okay, Moses. He grew up in the Pharaoh's palace. Yeah, Prince of Egypt. Some Disney movie about that. Okay, Egyptian religion is, in my opinion, is very good. Okay, in my opinion, but Judaism, yeah, they say they are chosen people of God. Okay, Jewish pride. Well, that's good. Okay, I do take liberty as a Korean by ethnicity and American by citizenship. I take pride in that. Okay, if you are any other world people like some foreign countries, you take pride your ethnicity, your country, citizenship. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. I'm not Trumpian, okay? Mr. Trump, he has good and bad. But yeah, America first, sure, yeah, because he's employee of America, the president, okay? He was. That's good, okay, I get it. But I appreciate other countries too. So that's the difference between President Trump and me, former President Trump and me. I appreciate foreign countries, okay? Their cultures, their languages, their cuisine. I think they are amazing, okay? Yeah. I'm a Christian. I pray to God in the name of Jesus. I do. Mr. Jesus Christ, he's my personal savior, like Depeche Mode, okay? My personal Jesus, okay? He's my personal savior and my favorite of all the saints out there. I think he was a very smart man, okay? But I'm a Christian at heart. Okay, yeah, I believe Christian religious tradition. I do. I practice it. I'm pretty practicing Christian. Okay, I pray to God for people, my friends, family members, for you. Okay, in the name of Jesus, Amen. I do that every day. I'm a Christian, okay, practicing Christian. But I study other religions too. Confucianism, Taoism, Egyptian religions, and Greek philosophy, and Hinduism, Jainism, Buddhism, okay. I think they are great religions, okay. And in Korea, yeah, there's some Korean traditional religions too. I appreciate it, okay. Christianity kind of exclusive, okay. They say all the other religions are bad, heathens, heresy. What's the other word for it? Paganism, okay. Yeah, I voice my objection, okay. I'm more inclusive. I'm not exclusive, okay. Yeah. Some of original Korean religious culture is very beautiful, okay. Yeah, I appreciate that. It's called Chesa, okay. When I was in Madison, Wisconsin, I used to go to this Korean American church, okay. Yeah. A buddy of mine, okay, Korean American, okay, who had no accent whatsoever because he was kind of, I guess he was born and raised in America, okay, so second generation Korean, I guess. He was younger than me, okay, but he was my colleague, the same university, okay. And he asked us a question, okay, yeah, yeah, Christian religion is good, but at the same time, Korean Aboriginal traditional religion, 제사, yeah, it's about paying tribute to ancestors. We'll take 5 minutes break, okay? And he said, yeah, yeah, but yeah, Korean traditional religion is not Christian, it's Aboriginal Korean religion, kind of worshiping their ancestors, paying tribute to honoring their ancestors, bowing down to them with this fruits and candle and yeah, that's not Christian, but I think it's very beautiful. It's not Christian religion, it's Korean Asiatic Oriental religion of Korea that dates way back to like maybe 500 years. Yeah, I see some beauty on there. It's beautiful, Korean tradition, but it's not Christian. So how can we, as a Christian, reconcile that? He asked this question. Okay, very smart man. Okay, and I did not quite have an answer to that question. He was younger than me. Okay, come second generation Korean American. Okay, so, but I do have answer now. Okay, yeah, we'll take 5 minutes. Okay. Some Korean Americans, they're smart. Okay, so smarter than me. All right. He kind of caught me off guard. Okay, because I was not ready to answer that question. Okay, so I do now. Just like back in late 1990s, early 2000s, like 20 years ago. I have photographic memory. Okay, I remember everything. Right? But sometimes I forget. Okay, but when it comes to some meaningful events, I remember every single detail. Okay. We'll take 5 minutes, okay? Then we'll talk about Christianity and Aboriginal Korean native religions. And there are several. We'll talk about traditional Korean religion. Okay? How about that? Story time, okay? There are many different religious culture in Korea. I'm quite well aware of them Why? Because I spent 18, 19 years, almost 2 decades in South Korea. So I'm quite knowledgeable about Korean culture, more than average people in the world. So I spent 2 decades, almost 2 decades in South Korea. Okay. Yeah. So we talk about Korean traditional Aboriginal religions and their practices. Okay. Give me 5 minutes. Okay. So it's very interesting. Yeah. Yeah. They are interesting. Okay. So, okay. Okay. So Korean tradition is like this. Okay. So let me put on long pants. So 제사, what does that mean? It means paying tribute to ancestors, like honoring your parents. Okay. Give me 1 second. Social media. Yeah. Some social media. Okay, so 제사 is like during Thanksgiving Day, where in Korean word it's called Chuseok. Okay, in the fall, autumn, alright, when this high sky, blue sky without any cloud in the sky, just blue sky, right? Yeah, autumnal season is harvest season, so they do Korean way of Thanksgiving, alright? And back in America, like 1600s, the pilgrims from England. Yeah, wanted to come to, they planned to come to Virginia, Jamestown, okay. But they landed in Massachusetts instead, okay, as pilgrims. Yeah, their first dinner in the fall, autumn season. Yeah, that's how original American Thanksgiving originated. Yeah, Massachusetts. Uh, the town's name, I don't remember, okay. Mayflower, okay, from Britain, okay. Pilgrims, Protestants, Puritans, okay. What's the name of that town? I think it starts with P. Let me look them up, okay. American Thanksgiving. Ay, Plymouth colony. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's the American tradition of Thanksgiving, okay. Korean tradition of Thanksgiving is called Chuseok, okay. It means autumn season, okay. Harvest, autumnal harvest, alright, Chuseok. So what do they do in Korea? Uh, they have this portrait of their ancestors, okay, who passed away, like their grandfathers, grandmothers, great grandfathers. Some paintings or photography of their portrait photo painting, okay, and they gather food like fruits, meat, vegetables, very highly sophisticated food, good food, okay, and they have candles, some aromatic candle, Asiatic style. What's that? What's the name of that English word? I mean, Korean word equals 향, something like that. Okay. It's not perfume. It's not that as it's kind of like candle. Okay. Aromatic candle. There's an English word for it. Okay. Let me look it up. Asian candle. Aromatic. Kind of fragrance. What's the name for it? Kind of scent. It's very thin. Let's do image search. I cannot find it. Okay, whatever. Okay, yeah. So it's like Asiatic candle is very thin, look like chopstick, thinner than that. Okay, yeah. They light it. It's plant based, aromatic. Okay, and so there's this altar table. Okay, with picture or portrait painting of their ancestors who passed away long ago. Okay, like great grandfather, great great grandmother. Okay, and they have pictures, portraits, or paintings of them, and then in the altar table they have food, okay, and then what they do, they bow down. It's worship of their ancestors, kind of Jewish concept, Judaism, Christian concept of honoring your parents, okay, and that same concept exists in Asia too, China, Korea, Japan, okay, also Taiwan, right? Far East Asian culture, yeah, they bow down to their ancestors. Okay, they visit the tombs, cemetery of their ancestors. Okay, so that's Far East Asian tradition. Okay, in China, Taiwan, Korea, Japan. Okay, how do they bow down? They bowed all the way down to the ground, and I'll show you. Okay, okay, they do like this. Okay, okay, yeah, they do that. Far East Asia. Okay, that's the Chesa. Very beautiful, okay? Ritualistic, religious, it's very beautiful Asiatic tradition, okay? It's kind of like Islam, Muslims, okay? Yeah, toward the Mecca, they bow down all the way to the ground, right? Yeah. I mean, Western tradition, European tradition. Yeah, for females, yeah, genuflect, right? Genuflect, bending the knee, okay? For females, okay? For males, they bow down too, okay? So Western, Eastern, it's about lowering, humbling yourself, and we understand what it is in this brand of humanology. Yeah, in copiumology paper like 5 months ago. Yeah, positive copium going up, right? So you humble yourself, lower yourself, so that you respect the other person, so that positive copium go up. It's that concept, okay? Yeah, it's copiumology metaphysics, right? We know exactly what it is. Heat, hot air go up, right? Cold air go down. Yeah, that's the natural direction of copium flow. Yeah, we did that metaphysics. It's some review of that. Okay, so yeah, it's already published, right? So it's all good. Yeah, yeah. So what's the answer for that younger man's question? Yeah, Christianity is not perfect. It has some shortcomings, some blind sides. It's too exclusive. It's not quite inclusive. Yeah, Christianity, they say, oh, Jesus, Jehovah, God, Bible is the number one. Everything else. And I voice my objection to that. Why? Because other religions, they're cool too. Okay. Mr. Trump said when he was president, yo, America number one, America the first. Yeah, that's his job. I get it. He didn't quite air there. That was his job to protect and preserve American interest as an American taxpayer sponsored government employee. president of the United States. I get it, okay? But if I'm the president of the United States one day, yeah, will I put America first? Yeah, yeah, that will be my job, okay? But at the same time, as a scientist, as a philosopher, or as a humanologist, we share the same fate on planet Earth, shared destiny, okay? So it's not like other country go down and America go up. No, it's not like that, okay? It's either we all go down or we all go up together, okay? I'm a huge fan of America, Alaska, but I appreciate other states too, like Maine, Vermont, New York, California, Illinois, Massachusetts, Wisconsin, and Georgia, Texas, Wyoming, Montana, Kansas, Arkansas, Florida, Louisiana. Some states I've been to, some states I would love to visit, like North Dakota, South Dakota, North Carolina, South Carolina. Okay, I've been to some of those places, but some other states I haven't been to. Okay, you Colorado, Utah. All right, I respect or appreciate other states I've never been to, and I appreciate and respect countries I've never been to. I'm a student. I want to learn from them. Yeah. So that's the difference between President Trump and me. Okay. He's kind of chauvinistic, nationalistic. Okay. It was so chauvinism. It's not show business. Chauvinism means kind of close quarter. Okay. Extreme nationalism. That's chauvinism. All right. Kind of exclusive. Chauvinism is about one country and excluding anywhere else. Okay, it's kind of like Israelite Judaism, kind of chauvinistic. Okay. Oh, we are Jews, God's chosen people. Everybody else, heathens, heresy, pagans. There's only one Jewish God, Jehovah. We are chosen people of God. Okay, that's kind of chauvinistic. Okay, it's like self-centerism, right? Egocentrism. But in this brand of humanity, egocentrism is something there's something very natural, right? We're all egocentric. We put ourselves to be center of the universe, like geocentric. Okay, everything else they revolve around us. Okay, that's natural, right? Yeah, we don't pass any judgment on that. Okay, but in this brand of humanity, we are about diversity. Okay, sure, diversity of ideologies, right? We appreciate it, okay? But there are good ideologies and bad ideologies, okay? So we object some ideologies out there. Tattoo piercism, LGBTism, marijuanaism, sugar fetishism, or plastic surgeryism, okay? Yeah, there are some ideologies that we object. Ultra interracialism, okay? There are some ideologies that we object, okay? But we are not against people though, okay? People are people. Yeah, look at me. I drink alcohol, smoke cigarette. We all have our share of vices. We all have our share of vices. Okay. Some people criticize me. Hey, alcohol, nicotine, cigarette. That's so bad for you. Yeah, yeah, I get it. Okay, yeah. It's bad for your health. Alcohol, tobacco, it's so bad for you, your health. It's poisoning you. You're addicted to alcohol. You're alcoholic. nicotine addiction, you smoke cigarettes. That's bad for your health. I get it, but I do diet and exercise. Okay. I practice Christian fasting during the weekends. Right. During the weekdays, yeah, I do smoke cigarettes when I'm at work. Right. Yeah, moderate consumption of sugar, fat, alcohol, cigarette. Yeah, I think that's just fine. Because I do diet and exercise. Yeah, I work out. I go to gyms, practice martial arts, dancing. Okay. So I think I'm doing just fine. Okay, so we all have our vices. Okay, so we don't pass judgment. Right. Okay, yeah, that's what I have to say. Okay, I gotta watch these music videos and do some singing and dancing, Euro dance, American dancing. That's great too. Okay, but Euro dance very exotic, esoteric. Is peculiar, very particular, very different, right? Maybe that's big draw of this K-pop nowadays because they're so different. Korean culture, yeah, is very distinct, different. Okay, Korean culture, right? Japanese culture, Chinese culture, Taiwanese culture. Okay, they're all Asians. They will look like me, right? They're all Asians, but Korean culture is something else, right? I guess that's why K-pop culture is very popular nowadays because they're so different. I can appreciate that. Whatever, okay, yeah, but I appreciate other cultures too, like India, Samoa, Guam, Pacific Islanders, Hawaii. Okay, in Alaska, well, Canadian side, you have Hawaii, Hawaii, Hawaii. I think they are very related. Okay, so all different cultures in the world: Africa, Europe, Asia. Up there in Alaska, Canada, Greenland, all right, you Inuits, right, Eskimos, Inupiats, right. Some south, a little bit south of Alaska, they have Yupiks, right. Further south, you have Athabascans, okay. Further south, you have Ida, the legendary people, okay. Ida tribe, beautiful sculptures, these totem poles, and Ida culture, amazing. They are very, very cool. Okay. They're amazing. Okay. So their paintings, sculptures, totem pole, they're amazing. Ida. Yeah, yeah, great Alaskan native culture. Okay. I'm a huge fan. So up there in north, Eskimos, Inupiats, okay. A little bit southern, they have Yupiks. More down south, they have in Alaska Athabascans. Okay. Beautiful name. Okay. And down south, you've Ida. Okay. I'm still learning about Alaskan native history. Okay. And they're amazing history. Okay. So and then later on in 18th centuries, 17th centuries. Okay. I mean 1700s, 1800s, 1600s. They start to interact with Europeans, fishermen from Scandinavia, okay, white people, okay, also Russians, right? And they later on they started to interact with Japanese during World War II, okay. And then later on, yeah, they interact with Americans, right? So Alaskan native history is very fascinating, intriguing history. Okay, Alaskan history. Okay, that's something else. I'm still learning. Okay, and feel strong. I did make citation in this 10-page paper. Yeah, paper mine, neo paper mine project. Okay, so Alaskan history. Okay, it's interesting story. There's gold mine, copper mine, right? Molybdenum, Malibu, right? Yeah, it's like never ending rabbit hole, right? Yeah. Alice's Wonderland kind of good to be in Alaska. I bet wherever you are some other states, maybe Missouri, Kansas, great states, or maybe you are in Iran, Iraq, Korea, China, Japan, or maybe you're in France, Germany, Italy, okay. They are great nations, great states, okay. I just happen to be in Alaska, America, okay. Yeah, I appreciate Alaska and America, Korea, and every place that I've been to. I also appreciate the places on planet Earth that I have never been to. I just watch them on televisions, YouTube documentaries. I read them on books. I've never been to India, but I'm a huge fan of India. Okay, Zita, yeah, George Harrison, the Beatles. Okay, Buddhism, Jainism, Hinduism. I'm a huge fan. I've never been to Egypt. Yeah, but they have Cyrus. I mean, there's Persia. I never been to Iran either. Yeah, Osiris. They have what is Egyptian deities. Osiris, Ra, sun god, and Horus, Isis. Okay, I'm still learning about Egypt. Okay, I'm a huge fan. I've never been to Egypt. I have some friends who've been to Egypt. Okay, I just read Wikipedia or some other websites, Google, YouTube. Okay, about to study Egypt, Egyptology. Okay, amazing. Okay, Hinduism. Oh, huge fan. Never been to India. I'm just reading Wikipedia, Google, YouTube. Okay, some other websites. Okay, Hinduistic gods and goddesses. All right, amazing culture. Huge fan. Polynesia, Guam, Samoa, Pacific Islanders. I have never been there, like Tahiti, Guam, Samoa, but I have some friends from there. Okay, and I ask them questions. Okay, and I look them up. Polynesian culture, history, like Tahiti. Okay, yeah, Pogo gang, French painter. Okay, yeah, and I watched some documentaries in Google YouTube, okay, and I learned about their culture. Okay. I got no money or time to actually travel there, but we have internet, right? Yeah, world knowledge, fingertips, handheld cell phone. Okay, yeah, I studied them. Okay, and they're amazing, magical, mysterious, esoteric, exotic culture. Africa, yeah, Swahili, like they have that kind of consonant. Okay, exotic, wonderful languages, cultural dancing styles, singing, percussion, melodies. I'm a huge fan of this world culture. Okay? Right. That's what I have to say. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Okay? I'm gonna have some singing and dancing session. Okay? Eurodance stuff. All right. Have a nice day. Have a great weekend. Happy springtime. Thank you. I love you. Thank you for loving me. Bye. God bless you. Bye.